Good afternoon, everyone. Today, our group will present our mini research project entitled Linguistic Science at Persona Square Mall, Pragmatic and Semiotic. This research analyzes public science using two linguistic approach, pragmatic and semiotic. Persona Square Mall in Depok uses many public signs to communicate with visitors. These signs give information, direction, warning, and rules. In our research, we analyzed 10 different signs using pragmatic and semiotic. Our goal is to find out the sign function and the deeper cultural meaning inside mall signage. There are two main objectives. First, to analyze the speak act in public signage at Sona Square. The last one, to identify detonation, connotation, and myth found in the signs using semiotic analysis. The next slide will explain by Fauzan.
Okay, for the methodology. This research used a qualitative approach. We collected 10 public signs and observed and recapture photo documentation. The pragmatics analysis was done by me, Fauzan Samudra, and the semiotics part was done by Muhammad Akbar Farezi. We used Shirley's speech act theory and Barthes semiotic theory. Now we're going to go to sample 1. Oke, Akbar, silakan.
For example one, for pragmatic perspective, these signs perform a directive speech act. It clearly instructs visitors that they might only enter the mall between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. and they must comply with the rules that state on the signs. The language and symbols used leave little room for negotiation, emphasizing obligation and compliance. From a semiotic perspective, at the level of detonation, the sign provides factual information about operating hours and lists activities that are prohibited inside the mall. At the level of connotation, the sign suggests authority, control, and formal regulation. It conveys the idea that space is professional managed and that orderly and disciplined behavior is expected from visitors. At the same time, the rule implies safety, responsibility, and customer comfort, reflecting the mall consumer-oriented value. At the mid-level, the sign reinforced the belief that modern and civilized public space must be regulated. Comfort and security are present as outcomes of rules, surveillance, and control. The signs naturally regulation as a common sense and frames authority as benevolence, restriction, and present not as a limitation, but a service for the visitor benefits. As a result, submission to rules is normalized as the price of comfort and safety. The next sample will explain by Fauzan.
Okay, we're gonna go to sample 2. Last call. Hemat hingga 70% off. Okay, for the pragmatic perspective, this signs performs as a directive speech act. The phrase last call explicitly tells customer that this is the final opportunity to purchase the product. Even though the sign does not explicitly command customers to buy, it strongly encourages immediate action. The phrase "hemating 70% off" strengthens this driving force by emphasizing benefit. Customers are persuaded to act quickly because the prices are presented as significantly cheaper than usual. In this way, the sign guides consumer behavior through indirect but powerful linguistic strategies. And we're gonna go to semiotic perspective. At the semiotic perspective, at the level of denotation, the meaning is straightforward. The sign simply informs customers that the store is offering discounts up to 70% off and selected items. At the level of connotation, this sign carries several implied meanings. For the first, it suggests urgency and scarcity. The phrase "last call" implies that time is running out and that customers may lose the opportunity if they delay or if they late. Second, it conveys opportunity and financial wisdom. The word "hemat", meaning save, position customers as smart and responsible consumers who make good financial decisions. And the third, the price 70% off connotes exceptional value and rarity, suggesting that this offer is special and should not be missed. At the level of myth, the sign reinforces broader cultural beliefs. It naturalizes the idea that buying discounted product is a smart, responsible, and desirable behavior. Consumption is framed as a source of satisfaction and happiness, especially when it's associated with saving money. This sign also promotes the myth of consumer empowerment, where customers feel in control because they are making smart choices, even though their behavior is shaped by marketing strategies. Additionally, the use of urgency creates artificial scarcity, normalizing normalizing anxiety-driven consumption and constructing the good consumer as someone who is always alert and ready to act. Um, okay, so for the conclusion, okay, for our conclusion, science and persona square not only provide information and instructions, but also reflect deeper cultural meanings related to order, safety, authority, and consumer behavior. Pragmatic is the function of science, while semiotics reveals the definition, connotation, and myth. Overall, these science create a constructive and comfortable public space and support English learners in understanding real life communication critically. I think that's it from us. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.